Om Shanti, this is Sakar Murli of 15 September 2025. Morning Murli Baptada Madhuban. Essence, sweet children, the Father has come to teach you the deep philosophy of actions, neutral actions and sinful actions. When both your souls and your bodies are pure, actions are neutral. When you become impure, actions become sinful. Question: what is the reasons for the souls becoming rusty? What is the signs of a soul being covered with rust? Answer: the reasons for rust in the wise. It is when your souls become impure that you are covered with rust. If even now souls have rust, they are attracted to the old world. Their intellects continue to become a criminal and they are unable to stay in remembrance. Om Shanti, you children have to understand the meaning of this. As soon as you souls say Om Shanti, you have to feel that you are not residents of this place. We are the residents of the land of peace. Our original regions is a peace, and when we reside in our home, then we come here to play our parts because we souls act through your bodies. There are good and bad actions in the kingdom of Ramans and there are bad actions. Everyone's actions has become sinful in the kingdoms of Ravan. Not a single person is free from performing sinful actions. People believe that the sages and sannyasis do not perform sinful actions because they remain pure and because they have adopted educations. In fact, they don't know at all what it means to be a pure. They says I am impure and they call out to be the purifier. The world cannot become a pure until he comes. Here it is an old impure world and this is why they remember that pure world. When they go to that pure world, they wouldn't remember this impure world. That world is completely separated. Everything is at first new and then becomes old. Not a single impure being can exist in that new world. The creator of the new world is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. He alone is the purifier. His creations definitely has to be pure. From pure to impure and impure to pure. These things do not sit in anyone's intellect. The Father comes every cycles to explain to you the intellects of some of you children to have the faith and then their intellects develop out. Maya completely slows them. You are Marathis. Marathis are invited to give lectures. You have to explain some Maharajas. At first, you were pure and worthy of being worshipped. This is now an impure world. Only the people of the Bharat exist in the pure world. You peoples of the Bharat belong to the original internal deity regions and were double crowned and completely voiceless. Marathis have to explain in this way. You have to explain this with intoxication. God speaks. By sitting on the prey of the lust, souls have become ugly. Then by sitting on the prey of this knowledge, souls will become beautiful. Anyone who explains cannot sit on the prey of lust. However, there are some who, while explaining to others, sit on the prey of the lust themselves. Today they explain this knowledge and tomorrow they fall into a vice. Maya is so strong, don't even ask. Those who explain to others then sit on the prey of lust themselves. Then they have to repeat and ask, what happened? This is a boxing match. As soon as a man sees a woman, he is attracted and his dirty his face. Maya is very powerful. They make a promise and then fall. So 100-fold punishments and then accumulated. It is like becoming as impure as a Shudra. It has been remembered after drinking nectar they would go outside and harass others by performing dirty actions. You need two hands to clap. You can't clap with one hand. Both become spoiled. Then some give their news, whereas others because of being too ashamed don't give their news. They feel that their names would be defamed in the Brahman claim. When someone is defeated in the fight, there is a lot of sound spread around that such a strong Varistyle was defeated. Many such accidents take place. Maya slaps them. The destination is very high. You children now explains that those who were Satopradhan and beautiful become ugly and Tamopradhan by sitting on the prey of lust. Rama has portrayed as a dark blue. They make dark blue pictures of many of them. However, only the names of the main ones are used to explain to you. Here too they have dark blue pictures of Ramachandra. Ask them, why have you made a pictures of dark blue? They reply, this is will of God. This has continued from the time immemorial. They don't know why this happens or when what happens. The Father is now explaining to you. By sitting on the prey of the lust, you become impure and unhappy, not a worthy and a penny. That is a voiceless word, and this is a vicious word. Explains in this way: this is the sun density, and that is the moon density. Then you have to become a part of the merchant density. By the going on to the path of sin, there are no longer called deities. In the Jagannath temple, they have shown the deities clean up above. Their dresses is that of deities, but their activities is portrayed as being very dirty. Pay attention to these things that the Father draws your attentions to. A great deal of service can be done at the temples. You can explain at the Srinath temples too. Ask them, why have you had these images dark blue? It is very good to explain this. That is the golden age, and this is an iron age when souls become a rusty. Your rust is now being removed. The rest of those who don't stay in a remembrance is not removed. When souls are covered with a lot of rust, they are very much attracted to all world. The greatest rust is all of its vice, lust. It is because of the vice that souls have become impure. Check yourselves to that your intellects do not become a criminal. Even very good first-class children fail in this. You children have now received the understanding that the main aspect is purity. There has been a great deal of fighting due to this form and beginning. The fathers created a tactic for this. Everyone used to say that they were going to drink the nectar of this knowledge. Only the ocean of knowledge has the nectar of this knowledge. No one can become pure from impure by studying the scripture. Souls have become pure and then go to that pure world. After becoming pure, where can you go from here? People believe that so and so attended internal celebrations. What do they know? If someone had attended internal liberations, you couldn't carry out the ceremonies of the departures of that soul. Here, people lab ignited so that the souls wouldn't have any difficulties or troubles in the dark. A soul goes and takes another body is a matter of just a second. How could there be a darkness of our soul? That system has continued. You too used to do that, but you don't do it anymore. You know that the body emerged with the dust. There they don't have such customs and system. Now there is a nothing to octalt powers, etc. For instance, even if someone has wings and wings to fly, so what? What benefit would there be at that? The Father says, remember me and your sins will be absorbed. This is the fire of yoga through which you become pure from impure. You receive wealth through this knowledge. Through yoga you become ever healthy and pure, and through this knowledge you become ever wealthy. The lifespan of yogi is always longer than that of bhogi, ones who indulge in the sensual pleasures. Sri Krishna is called a Yogeshwar. He became a Krishna by remembering the God. He isn't called a Yogeshwar in heaven. He is a prince. Then he performed such actions in his past birth that he became a Krishna. The Father has explained to you the deep philosophy actions, neutral actions, and sinful actions. For half of cycles there is a kingdom of Rama, and for a half of cycles there is a kingdom of Ravan. To indulge in the vice is the biggest of sin. You are all brothers and sisters, all souls are brothers. You are the children of God. So how can there be a crime assault? We beggars cannot indulge in the vice. It is only by using this tactic that you can remain pure. You know that the kingdom of Ravan is now coming to an end. All souls will then become pure. This is a know as having light and every harm. Your lights have now been ignited. Each of you have received a third eye of this knowledge. In the golden age, everyone is pure. It is only at this time that you understand this. You children have number wise strength in the explaining to others. You stay in the remembrance number wise. How the kingdom is established doesn't interest anyone's intellect. You are an army. You know that you are becoming pure with the power of remembrance and that you will then become a kings and queens. In your next birth, you have a golden spoons in your mouth. Those who pass a higher examinations claim a higher status. There is a difference. You receive a happiness according to how much you study. God is teaching you, therefore you should constantly have that intoxications. You are receiving nourishing fruit now. No one but the God can make you into a gods of the godness. You are now becoming pure from impure. You will then claim a high status and remain happy for birth after birth. While studying, same of you become a deity. By becoming body conscious, your third eye of this knowledge closes. Maya is very powerful. The Father himself, it does takes a lot of effort. I enter this body of Brahma and make so much effort. Some of them understand this and then ask the question, how it is possible for Shivbaba to come and teach us. I don't believe it. This is their own cleverness. They simply speak in that way. However, the kingdom will be established anyway. It is said the boat of truth may rock, but it will never sink. There are so many obstacles. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long last, now found children, who are the lights of the eyes to the few souls, who are becoming beautiful from ugly. Love, remembrance, and good morning from the depths of the heart from Mother, the Father, Baptada. The spiritual father says Namaste to spiritual children. The spiritual children say Namaste to spiritual father. Essence for Dharna 1. Remove the rust of the voice with the fire of yoga. Check yourselves to see whether your intellect is becoming criminal or not. 2. Having developed a faithful intellect, don't doubt about anything. In order to save yourselves from performing sinful actions, always perform every action after first stabilizing in your original region and in remembrance of the Father. Blessings, may you become worthy of receiving blessings from everyone and experience growing with an elevated method of sustenance. The confidence age is the age to grow with the congratulations. You children are being sustained with the congratulations from the Father and the family. It is with these congratulations that you dance, sing, and sustain it and fly. This sustenance is wonderful. You children become a bestower with the big hearts and feelings of mercy and continue to give congratulations to one another at every moment, saying, very good, very good. This is an elevated way to give sustenance. Continue to sustain everyone in this way and you will become worthy of receiving congratulations. Slogan, to make your nature very easy is the easiest way to become an embodiment of solutions. Invaluables, elevators versions, Mata Ishwari Ji. The internal drama created is of effort and reward. Mata Ishwari. Effort and reward are two things. The reward is created by the efforts made. Thus, internal cycles continue to turn. The original internal residents of the Bharat were worthy of worship and then become worshippers. Then those same worshippers will be effort and become worthy of worship. The play of the internal drama of the rise and fall is predestinate. Seeker, Mata Ishwari. I have this question since this drama is predestinate. In this way, then if I am going to rise, it will happen automatically. So what is the benefit of making effort? Those who rise and then fall. So why then should we make so much effort? Mata Ishwari. You said that the drama repeats identically, so then does Almighty Gods not get tired of watching such a play? Just as there is a difference in the four seasons such as winter, spring, summer and then autumn. Is there any difference in this play? Mata Ishwari. This is the uniqueness of this drama, it repeats identically. Another specialty of this drama is that although it repeats, it feels anew every day. At first we did not have these teachings, but when we received this knowledge, we knew that every second that passes, second by second, is exactly in the previous cycle, but we feel it be new every day. When we observe it as the detached observer, we have now received the understanding of both happiness and sorrow. So we mustn't think that since we are going to fail, why should we study? No. In that case, you could also think that if you are going to get food, you will receive automatically. So why are you then making so much effort to earn something? In fact, I am seeing that now the time of accents has come and that the same deity density is being established. So why should we not take that happiness now? For instance, if someone wants to become a judge, then it is only when he makes some effort that he will receive a degree. If he fails, all efforts would go to waste. However, it is not like that with this imperishable knowledge. This imperishable knowledge is not even slightly destroyed. Even if you do not make enough effort to go into the deity's density, if you have made less effort, you can become a part of golden age subject. However, it is essential to make effort because your reward is only created by making effort, and so greatness is of effort. This godly knowledge is for all human souls. First of all, we have to keep one main point in our awareness, since God is the seed of this human world tree. Then this knowledge that we receive from God is essential for all human beings. Those of all regions have to right to this knowledge, although the knowledge of each region is its own. Their scriptures are their own, their opinions are their own, their sanskar are their own. Nevertheless, this knowledge is for everyone's, even though they may not be able to take this knowledge and they do not go into your destiny, because that one is the father of all. They will all definitely become a pure by having yoga with him. Then because of this purity, they will all definitely claim a high status in their own sections, because all human beings believe in yoga. Many people said that they want internal liberations, but it is only by having this yoga that you can receive the power to liberate from being punished. Acha, awake signal now ignited the fire of love and make your yoga volcanic. You children have the elevated power of purity that will work like a fire to burn all the rubbish of the world in a second. When your souls are able to stabilize in your stage of completely pure, all the rubbish will burn by that stage of your elevated thoughts in your ignited the fire of love. In fact, this is the fire of yoga. You children must now use these elevated powers of yours. Acha, Om Shanti.